Hey guys and gals, this is Alex, multifamily broker here in Kansas City. Today is Monday, February 12th, day after the Chiefs won the Super Bowl. For some of you, this is actually the same day they won the Super Bowl, depending on how far east in the time zones you were watching the football game. However, let's get right into it. We know we've got some stuff to cover. There's not a lot on the market, though. Not a lot of new stuff in the last 7 days or so. So let's take a look and see what they're putting out there on the MLS, Zillow, LoopNet, etc. See what could be a good fit for your 1031 exchange, or if you want my 2-second opinion on the deals that are out here. All right, let's get into it. First up, we only have 2 new properties here in the last 7 days or so. And really, I've covered both of them. Well, one of them is just land. So let's come up here and just look at the land for maybe 6 seconds. So this is a piece of land, 1.2 million. It looks like it's supposedly up in here in the Gladstone area. We're not going to talk about land. We don't develop land, although we could. That's not our forte. It can be difficult to give us an opinion evaluation on there, and it's a long-term play that will take years to develop out and get your money back. Fine, just not something we do right now. So next up is this property in Riverside. We actually covered it a couple weeks ago. I've seen this property trade a couple different times through a couple different clients, or past clients, I should say, as they moved on and out of the property. Love the location. It is a little bit on the I don't want to say harder side. It's a little bit on the misleading as far as what the value is here. You got a couple duplexes and a fourplex, get you 8 units for $850. They have done some nice upgrades over the last several ownership groups. As I scroll through some of the photos here, unless rents are $1,000 or so per month, could be a little bit of a stretch on this. But I think it's something we can take a look at to take down. If you're wanting something north of the river, this is a good spot. This does cash flow and appreciate very well. I remember being acquired for $500,000 a couple of years ago. So definitely an opportunity here to go in, put in some effort, hold it for 5 years, and see where you can take this baby. All right. So that's my 2 seconds. That's everything on Zillow and LoopNet. Okay. I'll go over here and even pull up LoopNet for you, but this stuff we've already covered. This one right here, we've covered 34 units. Again, had a lot of people I knew have owned this property. I think it's a fine asset for the right price and the right buyer. You got to get in there, do some work to it, or figure out a price that works for you to get the cash to flow correctly. So there's some work there for you. But if you understand it, this is right on the Johnson County line, but it's not in Johnson County. It's in Wyandotte County, which I like Wyandotte County. But there's some work that you need to be able to do there to get this asset correctly and positioned correctly. All right. I'm not even going to talk about this property. This is actually just a house for $300,000 in downtown Kansas City. Not an apartment complex. Not something I could recommend buying either. It says 12% cap rate. But take that with a grain of salt. It's not really that type of property. All right. So that's everything on market today. However, I did want to mention to you, so you guys have this listing here, this 7-unit apartment complex right next to KU Med, heart of Kansas City. This is my listing for a seller. You can see the roof is less than 10 years old or so. A lot of stuff has been done to it. They actually came to me and said, hey, look, we want to drop the price. We want to sell this property. So now the list price, even though it says $895 here, in very short time, that's going to say $875. So we've got a major price reduction, $125,000 per unit right next to KU Med. You can see it here in the background. Here's the building. Here's KU Med. This property right here is also for sale. So you could buy 15 units for $125,000 a door, 2 separate buildings, but I know the other broker well. We can get that transaction worked out if you're needing some scale in this area. They both have their pros and cons. I think the blue properties are probably nicer inside. This property I have listed here does have washer and dryer in every single unit. I'm not sure about these, the blue property, but great area. Love the area. I've helped a lot of people on this street transact and buy in this area, and they've been very happy with the transactions due to appreciation, quality of income, and quality tenant base, to be frank. So really, that's it. I just wanted to announce that to you guys. We got a lot going on. It looks like there's not much, but we've got a lot. I've got a couple other new listings coming on board. I got a couple of listings we're working on. So there's a lot of different things that are going on in the marketplace. You got to know we've got lenders for you that we can refer to you. Just ask me. We have insurance providers. I know that's been a sticking point. We've got those. Just ask me. Property managers, attorneys. We have all that stuff lined up for you. So if you need those kind of resources, reach out. This is Alex Olson with Exchange Commercial Real Estate here in Kansas City, and I hope to hear from you soon.